So how can I help you guys try to figure out how to memorize these thoracic landmarks? So I have a few photos for you here, a story, and a visualization activity we're going to go through. So the first one here, this is a VD thorax. You can see the VD thorax is running up and down. This would be for an animal that was laying on its back. Your landmark would be the manubrium. You would center over the caudal border of the scapula, and you would end halfway between the xiphoid and the last rib. If this visualization works for you, memorize this, put this in your mind, and refer to it that way. If you liked visualizing the picture I gave you in the last one, awesome. Here's your one for the lateral thorax. Seeing this one, lateral and thorax is on its side, point of the shoulder, caudal border of the scapula, and halfway between the xiphoid and last rib are your landmarks here. Or maybe you just really want to hear what kind of weird story my mind can come up with, trying to incorporate all of these words into a couple of paragraphs for you guys. So here you go. There was a man wearing a wide-brimmed hat that got up from laying on his back and crossed the border to Caud's Gap, where he stopped to listen to the thoracic sounds of a xiphoidolin being played on an animal's last rib. About halfway through the performance, the crowd grew, and they all laid on their sides, pointy shoulders into the ground. Did you hear all those words in there? Manubrium, laying on his back, VD, the caudal border of the scapula, the thoracic, a xiphoid, halfway between the xiphoid and last rib, and a lateral with pointy shoulders into the ground. Or try this visualization. An old man is laying on his back in the sun. The caudal borders of the scapula are pushed into the ground, and he is unfortunately wearing some very high-rise swim trunks that end halfway between his xiphoid and his last rib. And then when he gets tired, he rolls over onto a side where you can no longer see his manubrium, but the points of his shoulders are clearly there.